All right, y'all. So I was just able to confirm that I was coming through. So maybe something is wrong with the chat. And if it is something wrong with the chat, then I don't like that because, even though it'd be better if we could hear each other speak. And I'm working to figure out how to use Restream so that I can do that. But at least if I go live on the chat, at least you can chat in the chat box and I can at least read it out loud, or everybody can see what's going on. So we'll try this one more time. I'm probably only gonna be on here 5 or 10 minutes because all this technical difficulty trying to see if I'm up and working. Ugh. I'm working from the bed, which I know I ain't supposed to be doing. But I can't help myself today. It's just easier sometimes to do it this way. So, anyway, just was getting on here real quick. Like I tried to mention in the other lives that today is my anniversary. Me and my husband are not necessarily go out on Friday people. We go out on Saturday people. So we made our reservation for tomorrow. So we probably just stay in the house and, you know, reflect on these last 8 years and things of that nature. Plus, tomorrow, the town I live in is doing like a recycle event, I guess, because Earth Day, I think, was this week. So I got some other things that I want to put into the recycle. So I will. That's what I'll be doing. But my husband might be trying to surprise me with some papados, which I wouldn't be mad at him. We went to papados for our first date. So, and it's not really by his job, but he might make a little special detour. So we'll see. But anyway, what I was trying to say on my other attempts at going live um, is that today I uploaded a video talking about just like the whole JW and no birthdays thing, and just talking about from like my perspective why that wasn't like a deal breaker, I guess, for me when I started associating with the Jehovah Witnesses. And so yeah, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Like the second part of that video, I kind of am highlighting my trip that I took for my 50th on the Virgin cruise line. And so yeah, go check that out. But hi, Ricky. Okay, so the chat is working. Hallelujah. This is my third time trying to go live. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Even though I look a little crazy right now with my braids and things of that nature, but I appreciate that. Um, so that's all I got going on today. I was just trying to see who else was out there and what y'all was doing real quick. Let's see. Official Zakir says, "Where are you from?" I'm from India. Oh, okay. I am from America, the Midwest. Okay. I get a lot of people from India getting on the live. Like that's so interesting to me because I still don't understand how people who like not subscribed and things of that nature, like how do they even see that I'm live? I'm still learning. I've only been on YouTube as a creator like 6.5 months, so I'm still in the very much in the learning process of it. So, what y'all got going on today on a Friday? So, anyway, um, now I can't even remember what I was trying to talk about on the other two live attempts. PGA Bishop. Oh, thank you. Thank you. PGA Bishop says YouTube pushes out your live stream worldwide. Nice. Nice. That's good. So now I know you learn something new every day, especially on YouTube. So, well, then many of you might be new. You might not be familiar with my channel. My name is T. The channel you may have seen is called Same OT. I do content related to being XJW, which means ex Jehovah Witness. I did not grow up in a religion. I had become one as an adult, but also left as an adult. And I do content about people in my age group. I'm 50 years old, about women, about entrepreneurship. And so, I got a good mix as far as subs. I think my sub count is like 55% women, 45% men. So, I think it's a little something for everybody. So, if y'all want to show some love and subscribe, I would love and appreciate that. Let's see. PGA Bishop said, after this message, I'm about to subscribe and I already hit the like button. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. My name is T. Zakar. And so PGA said, same Peter, same OT. Yep, same OT, same Peter. Oh, is that what, like PGA P stand for Peter? Yeah, well, so that's it. So I usually go live on Thursdays, like pretty much probably for the last 6 weeks. I call it Tell Me Something Good Thursdays. And so people come on, we share our wins for the week, things like that. I usually give them a little update. I'm reading a book right now. Started up a book club, reading a book called Atomic Habits. It's still downstairs. I don't have it. And so Atomic Habits is a good book. If you look into like improving habits, improving productivity, just get some order to your life, or if you're on a weight loss journey, or just any area of your life where you just want to be better, it's a great book, easy read. Okay, PGA said, no, my name ain't no Peter. Oh, I typed that. Yeah, okay. It was a typo. So that's pretty much it. I am so last night we were talking about this whole Shannon Sharp thing, if y'all familiar, and we were just kind of discussing like, in my opinion, why, I'm very curious as to why does it seem like successful older men, and when we say success, we mean, financially, accolades and things like that, why do they always go for these young girls who are like, in many cases, they be either the same age as their kids or maybe even younger than their kids. And I don't have membership, but I was like, this is the perfect time to have have the membership set up, because I want to go in a whole deeper layer of this that whole topic. But I don't know how the rules are on just your regular live, so I'll be trying to keep it above board, you know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to get in trouble with the YouTube, not with the YouTube. But yeah. So any thoughts about that with this whole Shannon Sharp thing? And what y'all got planned for the weekend? Like I mentioned, today's my anniversary. Tomorrow I got some running around to do, and we're gonna go out to dinner. And then Sunday, my friend, they're having a wedding shower, which is basically a co-ed pre-wedding party. If you're like, what is a wedding shower? So the bride to be didn't want no like bachelorette thing, and neither did the husband to be. So they decided to do it together. They having a destination wedding, so it's also an opportunity for people who couldn't go. I was supposed to go, and then like all three of my potential roommates kind of like bagged out for different reasons. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign I need to just sit my butt down. So, all right, let's see. Jenny. Hello, Jenny from Sweden. She says, I like watching your videos. They contain a lot of interesting knowledge and wisdom. I've never been a witness, but I love learning about different life experiences. Well, I appreciate that, Jenny, especially being someone who has no, experience with it. So I hope I'm doing a good job, giving my perspective, because you may look at other people who were Jehovah's Witnesses, especially if they were born in, their experience may be totally different than mine because I wasn't born in. And then C, hello from DC. I remember you, C. I think you've been on a couple of lives. And yeah, Jenny, I really appreciate that. It's always good to know because, of course, YouTube ain't gonna break it down like that. Like, who was an ex-JW? Who's a current JW? That would be interesting if they did give that kind of analytics. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. So now I know. So now that makes me, I try to always make sure that I'm not speaking from the perspective that, oh, everybody that clicks on this video will already know terminology or know this or know that, which is not the case. So thank you. Let me know I'm doing a pretty good job. All right. PGA said, well, it took these men 20, 30 years to build their foundation. So for them to get with somebody his age that could have been checked for him is kind of wild. So are you saying that for like in the Shining Sharp case, are you saying because he took, about 20 years or so to build, what he has? Are you saying that it's wild that he ended up getting with somebody who only like 20? I want to make sure I understand you correctly. The whole thing is just, at the end of the day, I'm like, do whatever you're gonna do. Yes, some stuff we do have opinions and things like that, but it don't, whatever happened to Shannon Sharp and whatever's going on with him and this young lady, it don't affect my household per se. But it's just interesting because it's kind of like the same thing, you know. I shouldn't say the same thing, but it seems like it's similar with the Puff Daddy thing. The lady Cassie, I think, was like half his age. And this is my thing. All the freakiness aside, I think it's the reason that they go after the young women. I think it's one, yeah, ego boost, but I think it is more to be able to control and dominate. And so that brings me back to what is inside of you that makes you that's what you want to do? Why do you want to dominate some young woman? Why do you need that? I just don't get that. I don't understand that. Let's see. PGA said, even though these younger women can be playing using him, he ain't wrong for exploring younger field. Oh yeah, to each his own. To each his own. I guess I'm just saying, as a 50-year-old woman, if I was not married, and I don't think there's a 20-year-old alive that will be able to hold my attention. So I do know that men are different. They do things because of what they can see, and make moves based on what they see. But yeah, a 20-year-old wouldn't be able to do nothing for me. Just the level of stability that I need. I don't think no 20-year-old, will be able to do that. So yeah, I guess, they not necessarily looking to, I guess, wife these women. They just, looking to dominate them, I guess, and, you know, have fun in the bed, I guess. Um, PGA says, that's like, I'm 31. If I was to become a billionaire, I wouldn't get with no one 30 that could have been checked for me. I would explore mature side of things. Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But I don't know, but it ain't looking good. I haven't been on YouTube as far as seeing what else has come out about the situation. But yeah, it ain't good. They say what things that's done in the dark come out to the light. So, you know, sound like he was in a relationship with this woman, and um, you know, women tend to feel like a man can say we ain't in a relationship, we not girlfriend, boyfriend or whatever, we just, kicking it or whatever. But if you whining, dining her, calling her, texting her and stuff like that, to the woman, y'all in a relationship. It might be a little bit of a secret one, but it's they still feel like you're in a relationship. So I don't know how it's gonna play out. And this is the thing. This is the thing, especially in this day and age. Um, People will throw you under the bus. He ain't had no hesitation with putting out all the little nasty text messages and all this stuff. And you're gonna have a lot of people like, oh, she's just trying to shake them down and this, and that. I think they both guilty of using each other. He was using her as a young person, that he could dominate, whereas a older, more mature woman probably be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go for this, I ain't gonna go for that, so that's probably why he fooled with the younger girls. Probably figured less lip, less back talk. But yeah, she ain't just dealing with, Bob the plumber. She knew who she was dealing with. She was dealing with somebody with a lot of money. So I don't know, they probably both guilty. PGA said opposites attract. Yeah, Shannon damn near 60. He should have lived his golden years to fulfillment. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's tons of opinions on ton of opinions on YouTube right now, and I guess all the other forms of social media as well. So I guess we'll see. You know. The other big thing, I do enjoy football, and so last night I was trying to watch the draft and be on live, but I couldn't remember the password for my Hulu, and so looked like Shador Sanders did not get drafted um, first first round of the NFL draft. So I seen people was talking about that. Some people were saying because he was so cocky and confident and this, and that. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. I wasn't following. Like I don't know. I think if I'm not mistaken, do they all go to the compound? What is it, combine, and all that stuff? So I don't know. Did he go to the combine? Did he not perform well? Things like that. Sometimes people get so caught up in, first round, second round, that kind of thing. You have people who were first round draft picks in the NBA and they were absolute flops. Okay. So, you could be the last man, chosen, but it's what you put into it. Like if I'm not mistaken, what's his name, Tom Brady. I think he was like a low draft pick or something like that, and he considered like what the one of the greatest, quarterbacks of all time. So, if I was him, and I'm sure, his dad pretty positive person, they probably feel a type of way, he feels slighted, but I'm sure his daddy like, I mean, when you get out here, whoever pick you up, you need to show them what you made of. So I don't know. You can't win for losing. If you're confident and you speak upon it, people got something to say. You know, well, I ain't never heard people. Well, some people give some humble people a hard time. Um, you can't please everybody all the time, so just do the best you can, I guess. Yes, that's Dion's son. Yeah, the combine. Yeah. So I'm just ready for the season. I I live in the Chicagoland area. I'm born and raised in Chicago. So I'm a Bears fan, no matter how ugly it could be. I was very disappointed when they traded Justin Fields. I love him. And I thought the Steelers was gonna, be his home. So the Steelers became like my second favorite team. But then he got traded to the Jets. So I'll be watching the Jets. And if I'm not mistaken, the last I recall, I think he's, projected to be the starting quarterback. So hopefully, he um, is in a good place, and they, got good people around him, and he can thrive. Because I think Justin Fields is amazing. He reminds me of like a Lamar Jackson. Sometime in the NFL, they want everybody to just be the stereotypical throw type QB. But I feel like if you got a little bit of an arm, but you got them legs, that makes the defense have to work that much harder because they don't know, like, is he gonna throw or is he gonna run, right? Kind of thing. So we'll see. But I am a big professional football fan. I watch college in the last few seconds. If it's getting good. I don't know. I don't know. College just seems so like almost too easy. The scores be so high. I don't know. It's not as exciting when in professional they pretty much just fighting for every inch kind of thing. Let's see. PGA says something, and yeah, it's called yeah. Tom Brady was very low on the draft, very low. I think he might have been third. Yeah, he was very low, and look what happened. So you know, we'll see. But I can't wait. Um, I still enjoy basketball, but the NFL has taken the place as far as my top sport to watch compared to the NBA. Obviously, I grew up during the '90s with Jordan and Scottie Pippen and just the Chicago Bulls. So I played basketball. I was a big basketball fan, huge basketball fan. But the NBA right now is just so boring. It's so fake. Everybody flopping. Everybody shooting from half court. And we ain't talking about buzzer beaters. We talking about like just the start of the game. It's just like nobody plays in the inside. It's just not what it was. So the NFL is more exciting to me. I'll still watch a game here and there, but nothing too heavy. Let's see. Keep it G, 17-year leave trying to holler at you at the time, don't they? Oh no, I'm sure you don't be with it, but you definitely attract the attention. Am I right? Nah, ain't nobody thinking about me. Mm-mm. uh-uh. If I still live in the city, probably so. But where I live, ain't nobody trying to holler at me. Kane, I think that's how we said it. How you doing? Um, no, I know what you mean. You trying to say 17-year-olds be trying to holler. Not where I live. If I still lived in the city on the south side of Chicago, probably so. Yeah, when I lived in the city on the south side of Chicago, I haven't lived there in over 8 years. Yeah, everybody and their mama trying to holler at you. Everybody, everybody. So um, I'm doing pretty good, uh, Kane. So that's how that go, guys. Didn't want much, just taking a break. Glad to meet some new people. Now that I understand that when I go live, YouTube is letting everybody know I'm live, not just people who are subscribers to the channel. And over here, we call them the real ones tribe, because I do like to keep it real. Not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Stuff ain't gonna be overly aesthetic. As y'all can see, I didn't came on here live with my little braids in my hair. I don't have no makeup, no earrings on. So I try to keep it real. Um, so that's about it. Um, okay, good. I said your name right. Oh, me and PGA was just kind of talking about sports, the NFL, things like that. We was talking about this whole Shannon Sharp situation. And then I was just kind of running my mouth because you guys are new. to my knowledge, to the channel. So we're just talking about what kind of content I have and stuff like that, just in case people wanted to subscribe. Let's see, PGA. So, what's the youngest person to holler at you in the last 2 years? Oh, ain't nobody hollered at me in the last 2 years. The youngest person's been my husband. He 52. I ain't out here like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, nobody's trying to holler at me. Mm-mm. Uh, I am a happily married woman, you know, and yeah, I ain't out in the streets. Like I don't go out like that. So I don't go to clubs and things of that nature. So and I don't count scammers, inboxing you. Uh, what they call them, romance scammers. So those don't count. You know what I mean? Um, I do. I do, Kane. I have a brother. I do. I do. Yep. Talking about nah, I've just been trips to Walmart and stuff. Like I said, PGA, if I was still living in the city of Chicago, it probably would be more prevalent. But where I live, it's basically like married folks, older people. Nobody's trying to holler at nobody. People are just trying to get in, get what they gotta get, and get home. Um, yeah, it's a different vibe out here. I stay in the suburbs of Chicago, and the particular area that I stay in is that ain't the case. You know, I live in a predominantly, well, they just gave us the statistics, so it's predominantly white, but the black population, Indian and Asian, and did they say Hispanic? I think Hispanic also. Those more of the like non-white races. The population is increasing over here in the area, but no, I don't have that problem. I'm 50 years old. No, I ain't one of those. I'm not one of those people. I'm 50 years old. Yeah, yeah. I don't have no problem with saying that. It's a blessing because somebody didn't get to see 50. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's what they say. That's what the people say. But no, I'm 50. According to my birth certificate and my mama. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you all. I'm going to get back to work. My husband should be home soon. It'd be nice if he's surprising me with some papados. Cause I didn't put that in my head that that's probably what he gonna do. But if he don't, it'll be all right. So, all right. Well, it's been nice talking to you all. Like I say, I go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here in America, and we talk about like wins that we have for the week. It's called Tell Me Something Good Thursday. So, and then we just naturally kind of just start talking about different things. I may have a couple of topics that I want to bring up or what have you. So if y'all, like my vibe, be sure to subscribe and then check us out on the live on Thursdays. All right. It's been nice talking to you too, PGA. So y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Hi, Rich. I'm about to get off. But you can always check the replay. All right. Y'all take care. Peace.